But I think what could go right is sort of what's happening, which is some of this froth and speculation is coming out of the market. Because at some point, it becomes too extended. And this sort of goes back to maybe the first question that we talked about today, which, when things are just parabolic and greed is overrunning the market, to me, that's major cause for concern and also a sign that we've reached or are about to reach some sort of peak in the market. So the fact that this is, we're sort of being brought down to earth in terms of sentiment in the most speculative parts of the market, I think that is actually one way that the market can return to health. Not that it's unhealthy necessarily, but I do think excessive speculation is a sign of an unhealthy market. So I think we're sort of returning to a healthier place where we can kind of regain our footing and have some new leadership. And we talked about this on our last video. Tech can't be the only game in town forever. It's great that it's been there and it's bolstered us in a year where, we've had all sorts of trade and tariff issues. It's been terrific that it's sort of carried the market this far. But I think a really what could go right going forward is that new leadership emerges. And that doesn't mean that tech needs to fall apart from here, but it just means that other sectors are going to start to gain some traction. And again, I know we talked about it last time, but housing is an area to me that it doesn't get a lot of attention in terms of the stock market, but it's so big in terms of the wealth effect. And if people can start getting a little bit more excited about the housing market and spending money on the house that they currently live in, the quote unquote real economy, the lower part of the K, I think it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to be proven between now and our next video, but that's what could go right, is a reduction in speculation and an increase in real economy.